Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the 1 in a Million channel. My name is Eunice Chan, and today we are talking about how to take yourself instantly deeper into your meditations. Now, for those of you who are like super interested in this topic, it's like, I know. When you are able to go deeper into a meditation, like there's so much magic that can happen. Like you receive inspirations, you receive ideas, you just like suddenly know how to do things. You become a lot more intuitive. Like everything becomes easier because like you're able to be at such a state of clarity. And so there are so many benefits that come along with it. And so there are reasons why we want to take our meditations to the next level. And more than that, we just want to be at this place of oneness. We want to feel connected. We want to feel inspired. We want to be touched by source. And that is why I became so obsessed about learning to deepen in my meditations. And if you're someone like me, you probably have tried to think your way through to like, learn this, like how do I do it? How do I go about it so that I can like hack into that level? So if that's you, you're going to love this video. I'm going to be sharing some like very powerful, simple, yet powerful shifts that completely changed my meditative experience. So when I first tried like Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, and I think I also tried Jose Silva's meditation, so like some of the masters' meditations, I realized how important it was to get into a certain brainwave state. I realized how important it was to slow down my brainwaves. So every single time I heard anything like technique related, brainwave related, I heard any science behind it, I'm like, okay, I need to learn that. I need to learn that. I need to get into it. I need to get into the state because there's science behind it and there's a how to do it. So I was obsessed about learning the how, right? I always felt like that's it. That is the next thing I needed to learn. And so I was always like kind of chasing for the next thing I need to learn. And always feeling like I'm still an apprentice, like I'm still learning, I'm still a student of meditation. And I was desperate to hack the experience. Like I always felt like, oh, there's just one more secret that I needed to find. There's just one more thing that I didn't know. And if I were able to learn this, then I can then deepen my meditative experience. And so I tried meditating longer. I meditated more frequently. I did it in more intervals. I tried different techniques, different soundtracks, beats. Essentially what I was doing, and that I didn't realize I was doing back then, was like I was trying to think my way into meditation. So I was seeing meditation as an object, and I was trying to learn or hack it or fix it, Basically, like I felt like there was something wrong with my meditative experience. Well, that must be why. If I'm not going deep enough already, there must be something wrong with my technique, right? And so I was asking questions like, how can I go deeper? Like, what is the way? What do I need to focus on? How often should I, like, what is the optimal time to be meditating, And like, how do I focus on the thoughts that I want to be thinking about? Or like, how do I get in, a certain brain wave state? How do I slow down my brain waves so that I can, just be in that sense of oneness and connection? And I have also found myself in really deep meditative states completely by accident, not even intending to be there. No idea how I got there. Just like I just slipped into it. But there was no roadmap. There was no how. I didn't do anything to get there. But the times where it happened, it just happened. So I thought, well, that's quite interesting because I don't have to do anything to get into that state. So in other words, there must be some magic in the not doing. And then I realized that By thinking about my meditation, it's almost as though I was creating a problem for myself to solve. It's like, yeah, there was no separation in the first place. I already knew how to be meditative. I already knew how to meditate. I already knew how to be in that super deep state. But somehow I built a door to separate between myself and the desired state of meditation, and I confined myself into a room. I was looking for a tool that doesn't even exist to hack down the door, when in fact the room doesn't even have to exist in the first place. Like, the separation was not there in the first place, but I constructed a problem so that I could solve something. What's very fascinating to me was that the more I thought about it as a problem, the more stuck I got. But when I'm not thinking about it, when I don't see it as a problem and I don't see it as something to solve, all of a sudden I slip right into it. It's almost like, finding yourself in a dream. You don't have a roadmap to getting into a dream. You don't remember how you slipped into a dream. You just slipped into it. There's no how to, there's no direction. You're just in it when you awake yourself in it. And so I realized that the reason why we make meditation a thing to solve, or like we see it as a problem, is because of how we learn things when we were in school, or how we learn things when we grew up. Because we were so used to giving problems to solve, and we have to hack our way around things, or we have to learn, the solution to the problem. We saw meditation as a problem. We saw that there's something wrong with ourselves. We thought that maybe we didn't have the secret, right? When in fact, meditation is not like any traditional learning experience where you're given a problem and there is a perfect solution. Meditation is entirely an experience. It is, the definition of meditation is like observing just what is. So if you're not enjoying your meditation, the observation is then, okay, well, I observe that I'm not enjoying my experience. If I keep treating my meditation as a problem to solve, and I'm standing over here and I'm looking at the problem over there, I'm pointing at the problem, I keep putting distance between me and the problem. There's always like that distance in between us. Likewise, when I'm asking questions that, assume that I'm not doing my meditation right, that instantly snaps me out of my meditation. That instantly puts me at a different state that is not my most desired state. So the question is, okay, well, if that were the case, and if I want to go deeply so quickly, how do I not think about it? How do I not overthink it? In order to go deeper into the state, you need to know one thing only. All you need to do is to trust yourself. All you need to do is to build confidence that you already know how to get into that state. You have already experienced that state, and that there's no such thing as doing it right or doing it wrong. All you need to do is just enjoy and embrace the experience. So in other words, if you tend to be the kind of person who likes to get ahead of yourself, I want to let you know, I want to break it out to you that there's nothing for you to learn, there's nothing for you to hack, there's nothing for you to solve, there's nothing that you don't already know that you can't already do on your own. It's a state that you can reach at any time, anywhere, whenever you want. So every single time I start to think to myself, oh my gosh, I feel like this is not where I want to be. I close my eyes and I'm frustrated at myself, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going deep enough. I'm not having that mystical experience. I have to remind myself, I am at my most desired state. I am in the place where I need to be. And all I need to do is just observe. Observe the feelings, observe what is here for me. Whatever comes. I am in full acceptance of it. And everything that I need to experience is right here, right now. Even my discomfort. This is how you can start to build confidence with your meditations. It has nothing to do with doing it more often, more hours, more investment, more lessons. You can just get there by learning to trust yourself. It literally is that simple and that magical. This is the powerful shift that gets to take place. The difference between trusting yourself and not trusting yourself. So here's what I did. Every single time that I feel that sensation that I want to go deeper into my meditations, I want to surrender myself more, I remind myself, I am already in the perfect depth of my meditation, whatever that means. When I put in parentheses, whatever that means, I literally allow it to be whatever it looks like. So I'm releasing all kinds of attachments. Like I'm releasing that it has to look a certain way, that it has to feel a certain way, that it has to, have certain sensations. Like there is no meaning that I'm putting upon what it is that I'm experiencing. So if what I'm experiencing, like I'm not really enjoying it, it's still perfect. It's perfect. And that instantly puts me in a place of acceptance. It's like, oh, that's okay. I'm allowed to have this experience. I'm allowed to be at this level of discomfort, okay? And then I dance with it. I immerse myself in it. I completely embrace myself in the experience. And that allows me to know whatever it is that I'm experiencing is the ideal experience. And when you do that, something very powerful starts to happen. When you start assuming that you are having the ideal experience, you're no longer seeing that thing as a problem. You're no longer standing over here looking at over there. You're no longer standing from the outside looking at the crystal ball. All of a sudden, everything vanishes, everything disappears, and then all of a sudden you find yourself inside the crystal ball. It literally is that simple. Also very, very powerful. So I hope that this shift helps you to transcend your meditative experience, because once you learn how to trust yourself, it can take you to a level of meditation, to a level of connectedness that you have never been before. And also, like, this tends to become very predictable over time. You are able to build more and more and more confidence in yourself. And the more that you do it, the more you're like, yeah, I already got this. I got this. I know how to do it. And so you're able to enjoy your meditation experiences a lot more as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was meaningful for you. And I hope this really helps you in deepening in your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, your connection to yourself. If you enjoyed this type of content, please give me a like and also subscribe to my channel. And with that said, take care, and I will see you in the next video.